Yours is laying here. There you
We're
go.
live, buddy.
There's your polished one.
Oh yeah.
So I will go over it again later. Well, because what I hate is I polished it, and that timber here, what I have here in your in the scale and up at the handle, these three pieces, they look usually like like that middle piece here. You know, you see the colors way better and the structure. But after polishing, everything on this turned way more black, which annoys the fuck out of me. So now what I do is I sand just the timber pieces back, trying not to scratch the aluminium, so that you
What's up,
get
Al?
the structure out of it again. Hey guys,
Ronald, West, Vinny?
oh, yeah, I have problems reading the display. I'm fucking blind. You know, when the last glasses, the last glasses, I couldn't read millimeters anymore on my ruler, and it was a pain. When the light was not right, you look on it with five different angles on your ruler to see where you are. So I went to the shops and stood in a cheap shop where you can get $10 glasses, you know, and I grabbed the next level up. You know, I had 2.5 on this one, so I thought I'd try free. Put the glasses on, looked around, and thought, "Fuck yeah, I can read again. I see." You know, I was super excited. I walked out of that shop, bought these glasses, walked past a bin, a big fucking bin in the shopping mall, threw my old glasses into it, put the new glasses on, and I had to stop. I couldn't see shit. I stand there and I thought it's worse than before. What happened? And then I realized I bought reading glasses. So on short distance, standing in front of that shelf, for sure, everything was crystal sharp, you know, super sharp. Everything was readable, you know. But I should have turned my head and looked into the distance, then I would have realized that it made it worse for the distance. So now I need glasses for work. But as soon as I get up and want to walk or I look out of the window, I can't see shit. Same on the display, you know, I have to concentrate.
What's up, Rex?
Maybe. Hey, Rex?
Shane?
So, yeah. So what I'm going to do is now, I'm going to send this bloody frame back here for the ones who, I don't know if people can see it. There probably. So I used the spray can on that polyurethane, and it gave that whole bloody frame this orange peel all over it, and in certain angles you can see that it's not a smooth surface. You know, it looks like this frame has pimples. Honestly, it's absolute horrible. If it would be a flat frame, it wouldn't be that much work, you know, but because it has that much wrinkles in that frame, you know, and the eye holes or even here the mouthpiece,
What's up, Jorge?
everywhere, so stuff sitting between, that made that frame, yeah, 10 times uglier. So now I have to sand that all back, get that all off, and hope that I can fix it.
Ah, you'll be able to fix it.
Yeah, it's just, you know, that eye holes. So if I sand the frame itself, you will see in the eye sockets that there's still that orange peel, but you don't have much space in the eye sockets to go around with sandpaper to get that nicely off. So
Shane, I never made you moderator. Hang around a little while and I'll make you a moderator. Rex said it's good to see you.
yeah, I just read it. Fuck, I have to squeeze my eyes. uh, yeah, that
I'll show you guys what I'm working on here in a minute.
My new puppy, she keeps me alive. Fuck my life. She's so hyperactive. You know, she is nearly the same breed as my last dog. She is also a wolfhound, but my last one was a wolfhound ridgeback, and this is a wolfhound hound, cross staghound. Um, but yeah, the difference in their tempo or the way how they play, it's so huge. She wakes up as straight, like on speed, you know, straight in the morning, and she doesn't stop till 10 o'clock or so, and then she has an hour nap, and then she's active again. And at the moment she's teething, you know, so my hands, yesterday I had to start putting my motorbike gloves on because she only touches my hands, you know, and it's already hurting. Everything is numb, sore, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't get me off
Billy?
online. I wanted to say before, you know, I'm so antisocial with going out or, yeah, doing things. Being online is always a bit weird for me.
Yeah, you'll be alright. If I can do it, you can do it.
I'm just glad I can't read.
Alright, they're all fucking cut up now. Now comes the fun part. Ironing them onto the bags.
Yeah, I can show you something else. But
Good.
wait.
Show us. Oh, I just moved to so you can see what I was doing. Go ahead, show us.
No, wait. Hmm. Yeah, I don't shoot TDF, and I only made one TDF so far. But I had a frame, a core laying around, and I thought just make one. Maybe someone buys it. So I made this one here. I don't know how much you guys see. There's so much different materials in there, from to ebony to broadwood. I would have to look all these different timbers up, but yeah, there's shitloads of different timbers and brass and whatsoever. So yeah, that's a TDF. What I put probably in the next couple of days for sale. But yeah, I have to look up what all this timber was, what I used there. Too many different sorts of it. But yeah, it came out pretty nice. I think as soon that is proper sprayed, you will see the broadwood here on the handle better. At the moment, it just looks like a brown block here. But yeah, when it's wet, it has
That looks good.
Yeah, that's one what I do. Then I do a copy of one what I did for a customer. So I have another customer who said he wants the same one, but it's a wombat, but in 85 instead of 95. So that's one what I'm working on. Then I have one kookaburra where I work on with them. So I try to make it in American colors. On the rear side, I will put an American flag on. That's just the white and the right stripes missing. But that will be also a tuck and wrap for sale. What else do we have? I've got this one, but I still have to finish for you. That's your wombat. I don't show too much of it because you really haven't seen much of it either. Later on, I have to polish this one. That's for Sean. there you can see on the handle. That's the same timber as I used on the which one was it? The on your picker fork. And here you see that it's way
Yeah.
brighter the timber, and on your picker fork you don't see the brightness in that timber. It's pretty dull, and I think that polishing made it worse. So I sent that part back so that the colors come out again and spray it. Oh, that should be fine. Yeah, quite a couple of frames here. I'll have to finish. You know, normally I love sanding frames, giving them a shape. When you sit there, it's kind of relaxing. But removing polyurethane of a frame, it's a different sanding.
Oh, that's 2 cans you've got now that's been bad, right?
That's the second one, yes. Yeah, I changed brands now because it really bugs me, That can is still full, It's basically, I used it on 3 frames. I fucked them all up, but with the first 2 frames, I saw it straight away and I rubbed it straight off, and I didn't have issues with that. With Sean's frame, it looked smooth when I sprayed it, and as soon as I put it on a stand to dry, it reacted. And when I came back an hour later, it looked like shit, And it was too late yet there. You can't rub it off anymore. And yeah, so now I sand it back. Sad part is, you sand it to, I sand it usually up to 1200 grit before I spray it. Now I go over with 180 grit to get that shit off and have to do the whole process again of fine sanding and wet sanding and
I think that's gonna look pretty good. We got turned out all right. They'd be a little bit bigger would be better, but I can't complain. I think they're looking pretty damn good. How many of them do you have to resand, Christian?
only this one. I had the one for Sean. I sprayed this one too, but I could wipe it off with what is it? I don't know. I can't think at the moment. That there was easy to wipe off, and yeah, I probably won't respray it. I'll leave it like it is, because Sean's frame came out good after I wiped it off. Yeah, the purple heart got a little bit into the timber, So I think if I sand it back a little bit, she will look better than if I leave it like that. Yeah, this one, and I had it on a skull what I sent to the UK. There was the same, but it was just on the mouthpiece. So I don't know why that was. And I did test it, So I thought maybe it's because we have bore water here, no fresh water. So I thought maybe I used the bore water. It was dirty, and it reacted. So I used fresh water, rainwater, to clean the next, clean different samples and one was with bore water, one was with tank water, and the next one was a brand new material, never used, never touched. And I sprayed all of them, and on every single one, it came out with this orange peel. So there, I knew it's not my fault or the way how I sprayed it. It's basically the can, the mix inside is fully fucked up. But someone posted it online. I don't know if it was on my page or my private one. Someone wrote a comment and said that he's painted by grade, and he said it can happen that the mix in a can is not proper and it will react when you spray it, and that can happen. Just said that with this brand already happened the second time. Have to look what else our hardware store got on the shelves.
That's crazy.
But with the other frames, as I said, was not a problem. It's just a smooth handle. It's nothing with edges and what's it, like on the skull, where you have the face and all that stuff involved.
What's up, Hoggy? What's up, Burkles? Scruffy? That's Christian from Down Under Catapults, for you guys that don't know, on the other side of the screen.
The one who's never online.
The wizard at making frames with faces on them. To answer your question, Shane, no, I don't make hats. I just make frame bags.
Hey, Scruffy.
4 down, 80 to go.
How many?
80.
Wow. Busy man.
It shouldn't take me as long as it took me to make them, though.
Yeah, here in Australia, finally, spring started, but some days they feel already like midsummer. We had already a day with 38 degrees, where the days before were still cold. It changes so quick here. But most
Right?
Aussies, they all like, oh, fuck, this summer's coming. And I'm sitting here and can't wait for it. My German ass is always freezing. So I can't wait for the summer to kick in. So how many you got already there? Finished?
Huh. What's that?
How many did you have already finished for now?
I got 4 done so far.
Oh, that's still a long time.
I got this whole tote that's ready to put them on. I just got to put them on.
Hmm.
They get hot quick.
weeks is really horrible out here. For the ones who don't know, I live in a caravan park. But my ex-wife and me, we share. So she has a car. I don't. I only have a motorbike. And we were always sharing the car to go shopping and whatsoever. But that's at the mechanic since I think 7 weeks. And I had a big fucking repair in front of it. So now we're living 5 kilometers out of town. And if nobody goes in, I'm the idiot who has to walk. But there's some days, when I come home from work, I don't want to move anymore. That's probably 12 kilometers a day what I walk. And then you're only at work for 4 hours or so because I work casual. Some days you not even go for long. So these days, I'm so buggered. I can't wait for her car to come back. My bloody bike is unregistered because electrics are not right, so I will have to fix it before I can register it again. So we both sit out here like ducks, waiting always for someone to go shopping, or driving to town. It's so annoying. Especially when you need something, if I need sandpaper, like I needed for ages, I think to Bunnings to the next hardware store, I would easily walk an hour before I'm there, and then I buy
Right.
sandpaper for $10 and walk an hour back. The only good thing is in Germany, I never had a license. So I'm usually used to walking. Even when I was at the army, when we had our first walks, when everyone pulled their boots off and had the biggest fucking blisters and bubbles and whatsoever on their feet, I was all right. Always used to walk. But as soon I had my motorbike license, you stop walking. So now
Right.
walking, back to walking, it's different.
What's up, PK?
Hey, Jay.
Huh? I said hello to Scale and Bones. His name's PK. That looks really good on there.
Yeah, that's cool.
I gotta get you something made up yet. Oh yeah, that's turned out really nice.
Yeah. Ah. Yeah, and then also that spray, normally when I spray it on white G10, it stays white, but on this one, it got a yellow touch to it, what also makes the frame. Even if it would have been no orange peel on it still would have looked funny.
Huh. That's
Mm.
crazy.
Mm. Yeah, I think on Western's frame I had the same issue. Yes, Western's frame I had to send back to. It's the same. Shit happens.
It's always something.
I mean, I'm glad that I know what it costs now.
No, it works the other way around. I send him the bags and he puts the frames in them. There's no way I could afford 80 frames to put in these bags. That's Christian from down under Catapults on the right scale.
The ugly German from Australia. Yeah, I'm not.
He
I'm not
makes
really.
the snakehead, the Eddie, the wombat, my pickle forks, my fancy pickle forks.
Yes. Yeah, she's coming.
He's only ever made 2 pickle forks, and they're both mine.
Yeah, but I have an order from Paul Weber for a pick a fork. I don't say anything what I'm doing there because it is a fun project like your Squatch. You know, something where I have to be a bit more creative and not just slap something together. Um, and I think the people will love it. It was a really cool idea. I don't know. He said he don't know if anybody did that already or not, but I couldn't see anything either. So I just make one and have a look how it goes. You know, that will be a cool one. You want to be with Daddy or what? Yeah, you want to be with Daddy.
You have to send me pictures of that one.
Yeah, I can show you. Yes, yeah, I will send you something later that you know what I'm doing there. Oh, you matter. Hey, little puppy. Yeah, that's my new puppy.
Now we'll get the people in here. You got a dog in the screen, and people start trickling in.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey, yeah. Yeah. You know, I wasn't really ready for a new dog after mine passed away. You know, it really bothered me. But especially because my last one looked exactly the same like her. But someone probably an hour away from here put a post up that they have puppies to give away. And they got abused online on Facebook because they had a lot of male puppies and she was the only female what they had left. But the problem was that they had 2 female dogs, were babysitting a friend's male dog. None of them were D-sex, and whilst they were babysitting that male, yeah, he made babies with their 2 girls, you know. So you don't want to come back over. And yeah, so they got surprised with 15 puppies and didn't know what to do. They didn't have the money for the vaccination. They didn't have the money for anything. And because they gave the males away for free, and they will, and because this will turn into a big dog, a lot of people just grab the male dogs and use them for dog fights, illegal fights. And don't rip my fucking. That's my chair. I need that. She is a terrible. Yeah, but I did not want to see them at the end on the street, either kicked out because they can't afford it or whatsoever. When I saw her, I was straight over, you know. I messaged them and asked them if they still have that dog. And when I went over and had a chat with them, then I saw how bad it actually is. You know? So I'm super happy that I took her, even if she shreds my furniture at the moment. But at least I know she doesn't end up on the street or some shit happens to her, you know. Yeah. So she's a happy camper. On the way home
That's
already,
good.
she got used to me. And normally, today is the first day where she actually walks around and lays for herself, you know. But for the last week, doesn't matter where I go, she's with me. hyperactive. You know, she opens her eyes, and with the eyes opening, she's straight active, super active. She runs around. You know, she can't sit still. She plays. Yeah, super fun to watch. You know, and yeah, interact with her.
What's up, Manny? Sorry, my big head's in the way. I'm trying to get these logos on these bags. Yeah. Hold on, guys.
Okay. Maybe 20 minutes here. Okay. Guys still there? Hear
I
me?
can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, my head thing went turned off. Hold on.
Oh no, I could hear you the whole time. I was just wondering if you were talking to me. I didn't listen to you. You know, I was quick, but I could hear you.
You hear me now?
It's
Hear me all right?
crackling a bit.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah, I can hear you. So good.
If I don't use my earbuds, you can't hear me.
What is that baby? You want to bring me a choice? Yeah, I was lucky as well. I had this frame laying around. I only advertised it once, you know, not often, or not. I didn't have the urge to sell it, you know. And I got a message from someone if I have frames finished or something laying around. I said, yeah, I've got this one. And he's like, oh, I take it. And then I showed him pictures from others ones, but I had to finish, you know, the glow in the dark one. And I still had to finish the clips. He's like, I take both. So they were not really advertised or anything. They went straight. So just finished them today, and then they go out next week. So pretty happy about that. It's always good when they're sold before they're even on the market. You don't have to stress. Yeah. Now the ship part's done. You know, all the surface is now sanded on this one, sanded back. I don't know, can probably not really see it, but the top surface is sanded now. It's that I get all these wrinkles right again. You know, get into the skulls, wrinkles, get all that bloody polyurethane out of there. Oh, thanks, Jeff. Yeah, that is a purple and white frame. Should be white, but it looks like yellowish white because of that bloody spray I used. So now I just set the heck up with it and spray it again. Hopefully it works with another one.
Oh shit! You'll get it done.
You know, the thing is, I think with G10 frames, when you put polyurethane on it, the colors that they pop way more out, you know, as if you leave it just sanded. And if you polish it, I don't think that there's so much shine coming out of polishing G10. You know, it just doesn't look. To my eyes, it doesn't look right. You know, and then especially if you have dirty hands or you sweat, you know, and there's bright colors in your frame, after a while that frame looks like shit. And then you either sand it yourself back. Yeah, I don't like it, you know. I see it when I work on frames, you know, because I always have dirty hands working on frames. So if I work on bright colors or on light colors, they always get this dull color in it. But as soon as you put polyurethane on it, all of a sudden that thing shines. Carbon fiber all of a sudden looks like free again, and not just like a like a carpet piece or whatever. I like the straight ones way more, you know.
Al asked how many different frame styles you have.
How many? Okay, so this is what I call a basher. That's my normal normal one. I've got that also in a different handle variant where it's hippie. So that is a left or right hand frame. Then I have this. They are called snakeheads. So that would be a snakehead from the shape, and that's the same. You can hold them in the left hand. You can hold them in the right hand. I still prefer that in the left hand and the opposite way in the right hand. But yeah, you can hold them both hands. So it's not really specific to this one. Then I have the kookaburra, which is this. So we hold it that way. You have. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of frames that look like this out of the market, so you guys know how to hold this one. But that is a kookaburra, and then I have this one, which would be a wombat. That's a smaller frame that I built, so the frame size is usually 85 millimeter on this one. Most of my frames are 95 millimeter, but can be modified to 85, 90, whatever the people want. So, like this one, the Wombat is usually a 85 millimeter frame, and the last customer wanted exactly the same frame, same colors like this one, in 100 millimeter, I think it was. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what model it is, it can get modified. Otherwise, I have nothing else here at the moment to show besides this model. So that's again a basher, but as a TDF version. And yeah, that's all that I have laying around at the moment. Yeah.
I wasn't live with Hicks today, no. Josh was live by himself today.
Things, you know, with my friends, I start a new style, you know, or make a new one, and that is pretty, everyone goes after the new one, then it gets a bit boring. I start a new design. So now the Skippy model, what I made at the beginning, I haven't done one of them for the last 1.5 years or so. And I'm always sitting here thinking, we should make one again, you know, because,
We might have to change that.
yeah, yeah, I have to. Yeah, since I now go
This
away
is some of the
from,
cool work he does too, guys.
thanks for showing. Since I don't do customs anymore, so I have a couple customs here, which I finish, basically. I don't call it customs because it's frames for you or for Sean and you, Mark, you know. But the last custom frame I made was basically for Western, and through that time, it was hard for me to finish that frame. You know, I just found out that my wife wants a divorce and all that shit. You know, so my depressions went through the roof, and I couldn't concentrate. I made mistakes. So and because it doesn't get better with me, and then I have yeah, more bad days than good days. It's not fair for the customer. I think Western waited on its frame for at least 5 months or so, at least. And you know, it's not good advertising for me either. You know, the frame can look as good as it wants at the end. You know, but if a customer waits that long on his frame, yeah, there will be definitely words going around, and that's something I don't want. So now I go away, step away from custom frames, and do my normal stuff. You know, where this one, what looks like custom frame with all the brass and all the bits and pieces in there. That's a frame what will end up in the shop. It isn't a custom frame, so there will be no difference between a custom frame or a shop frame. I will still make complicated or nice frames like that. It's just that I don't want to spend or waste other people's time doing stuff. If I do it for myself, I'm way quicker. I don't overthink stuff. I just work, you know, it looks good. If I do something for a customer, I sit sometimes here for an hour, look at the frame, and think about the next steps, if I should do it this way or that way. And yeah, if I then have even a bad day, you know, you don't get me much into work, you know. So no, by doing only my own stuff, it's probably the best I can, you know. That way I can throw my stuff on the website, say, or on Facebook, say that's for sale, and if it sells, it sells. If not, who cares? But at least I can do what I love, and there's no pressure behind, you know.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, you won.
He's always in dreamland. I used to do waffles, but nobody's interested in them anymore, it seems like, so I quit doing them. I always thought it was a cheap way to get a good frame, but nobody's interested lately, so I quit doing them.
for the weekend, I work in a motorbike shop, and I do. I assemble farm vehicles. This when Kawasaki's, Honda Mules, four wheelers for farms. And my
Yeah.
boss he called me in and said, "Oh, we have three machines here, and on one machine it needs a bull bar to put on, and it has a window on it. It needs a rear panel, a rear window, and all that stuff." My boss is not always at work, so when I came to work, there were these three machines what I built standing, and he said the bull bar is on the back of the vehicle. So I look at these three vehicles and I see one standing there with a screen on. It has the bull bar on the back, packed up, you know. So I grabbed that machine, went down in the workshop and started putting the bull bar. And these aftermarket bull bars, fuck, they can piss me off, you know. They look super nice and sturdy. Nothing fits, you know. The lines don't, the holes don't line up with the machine. And you constantly have to bend stuff, you know, and put your whole body weight in it. And I'm nothing, you know. I have no weight. I have no muscles. So for me, it's like a wrestling with a bull bar, you know, to get it on. So I put that bull bar on. Next day I went to work and put the rear panel on, and that didn't fit either. Especially because it was a 2025 model, but my boss wanted to have the 24 rear panel on, and that's two different panels. You have to use the angle grinder, cut stuff off, make it fit, you know. And I worked 2 days on these rear panels on two different machines, and my thumb from pressing and trying to close clamps is so stuffed up that as soon as I put a bit of pressure on, I could go through the fucking roof. The thumb is basically just hanging there at the moment and moving and trying to support everything else, but it's freaking annoying. All the muscles, I think they're all, what's the word? Not stretched, but yeah, I cramped them too much up. It's just painful. But the best thing was then, you know, on the second day, I finished that work, go home, haven't seen my boss since, and he calls me and says, "Chris, you put the bull bar on the wrong machine." I said, "You kidding me? The bull bar is on the back of the machine, you know, and it has a window." It was the only machine with a window, and the bull bar was on the back. And he said, "No, it was his bad. He must have fucked up, you know." So I had to come in and put another bull bar on that other machine, you know. So that is some work, you know. I love building the machines, putting them together, you know. I'm not a mechanic, but assembling stuff, I'm super good with it, fast, and I enjoy it, you know. But putting aftermarket accessories on, it's a pure pain, a pure pain. You hear me always screaming in German, so that nobody knows what I'm saying.
I make all my stuff, Shane. Oh my. So you got it all fixed up then? You got that changed around on that? You got that changed around on that machine then?
Shit. Again.
I said, did you get the bull bar fixed and put on the other machine?
I put it on a new machine, yeah, a new bull bar on the other machine. My boss said, "I'll just leave that one on." He is sure that the customer would take it like that too, you know. Since it's for a farm and we have lots of bulls here and whatsoever, most of the people want a bull bar on it. But
Right.
it was just a pain that I did that for nothing, you know. So, oi, it's the neighbor. Okay. Lexi. I'm sitting there. Go with that.
Up, Black Trial Wildlife. Glad you can make it.
Yeah, you terrible. You terrible. Come up. Okay. What do you think? Unless you can. She gets used to the label. Oh, no. You do mother. Just leave shit alone, hey? Yeah. You only chew the fuck out of it, man, would you?
Definitely the cute puppy dog.
Yeah. Well, because she gets teeth, you know, she has a lot of toys in there. She has bones in there. But she's going after everything, you know. The only good thing is she's so super hyperactive that she starts biting my hands and starts doing. I just throw a toy in front of her and she gets sidetracked straight away, you know. So even if she does naughty things, I don't have to raise my voice or do much, you know. I basically only say oi, and she looks at me and says, "Stop this," and then she walks away, you know. Or I throw a toy next to her and she looks at the toy and bump and stops, you know. So she's pretty easy, so easy to go along with, you know. And she was never inside dog for the first 15 weeks, only outside with the sisters and brothers and whatsoever. And bringing her in, I only had to clean 5 times, and I have her since over a week now, you know. So and it's super good with her. She came like pre-trained, listens, knows the boundaries, cuddles. You can't wish for a better
That's
one.
cool.
Yeah.
What's up, Cool Hand Luke? You know Luke from RVA.
Hello. Right. Oh no. Do it again.
Show you something here in a minute, Luke.
What time is it at yours?
What's that?
What time is it at yours?
What time is
What?
it?
Yeah.
Almost 8.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What time you got?
What time is it? I really don't know. I would have to look. Yeah, 11. 11 in the morning. So, your day ends soon, eh? How long you gonna work on your bags today?
I don't know. Probably not much longer. Five minutes and we've been on here for an hour, so we'll go another 5 or so minutes.
Mm-hmm. And my rest day will be just sanding, then polishing your frame again, polishing Sean's frame again, going over it, and then let's see what the day brings. Have to
Hey,
work
Luke.
on the frame. You know, the thing is, my last dog, Rich Bags, what I had, her father, where we got the dog from, he had only 3 legs and could jump on over a collarbone fence, which is as high that I just can put my nose on it, That dog just jumped fences. Her daughter, so my dog Luna, doesn't matter how high the fence is, she stands in front of it. It can go up to her shoulder. She would not have jumped that fence. So not once did my dog the runner, nowhere, because she never had the idea to jump anything. This little brat, what I have now, what is fucking 30 centimeters long, she broke out. I don't know how often I had to chase her or get her back. I walk over to my ex-wife's caravan and I not even arrive at the door and the dog sits behind me. And it's the same fence where the big dog could have jumped over and never did it. This small one, you always have to watch. So now I'm trying to change the fence up so that make it more secure that she doesn't do her stunts.
So she can't get out.
She's a climber. She climbs on everything. At the moment, she does not have weight, so she can do that shit. But I have to fix that fence because in that caravan park here, we have a lot of people coming with dogs. She's a friendly one. She only wants to play. But we had dogs here where you don't want to walk past with that one here.
Oh shit. They're not ammo pouches, black try. They're for putting frames in, bud. You could use them for ammo pouches too, but I sell them for frame pouches. A lot of people use them for ammo pouches too. But yeah, they're double layered. They got a different layer in the inside than they do the outside.
They're super
They're really protective.
The one what you sent me, what I gave out with the frames till they were gone, they were pretty nice.
Yeah, they were made out of this stuff.
Yeah. Yes, yeah. I'm pretty sure
Yep,
people
they're
were
double lined too. But when you're making 80, it's kind of hard. You got to try to keep most of them the same.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I know.
Well, if
How's
you're
it going?
interested, message me. I'll have extras. But anyhow, I think I'm gonna shut this live down, Christian.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't, yeah, I mean, I talk, but I'm not really the most talkable dude on lives. I always got
You'll get
shit.
more used to it. I have to get you on here more.
Yeah. I mean, anyway, I only sit here around and work every day. Have nothing better. Yeah.
But I appreciate everybody stopping in, hanging out.
Yeah, thanks, Jet. Yeah, it was cool to be on land for once again. Even if I look like a hobo, my ass need a cut, everything. See you, Shane.
All right,
Well, yeah.
gentlemen. Till the next one. Be
Thanks
next
for
Friday,
doing-
probably. I'll try to talk him into coming on again.
Yeah, you don't have to talk much. We get
All right,
something
Christian.
going
I'll
on.
message you here.
Yeah, no worries. Catch you later, buddy. See you guys.